time to bring the bass bird.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Let's go!
We got to wedge that. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short run.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
Hindsight is 20. Kept it on the ground again?
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. And the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. and instead it works opposite.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
On the ball. Easy. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 41's the back.
Here's Foles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 15. First down, Jacksonville.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
Check 41.
And the Jaguars first down.
Now Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Hey, box truck.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. This goes out right to Doyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First down, Jaguars.
Here we go. 180.
Go.
What we got?
Fournette, a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's go.
Foles. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
First down, Jacksonville.
Check 55 for mine. Cut.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Tempo. Pick. Here we go.
2nd and 13. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Everyone got 4 down. Jim. Tight dog.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Stop your whining.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
You got nothing.
Get the boys down. He's coming.
Hustle. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go. Mike.
Here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
Here we go.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Who's that? 19.
Mike, go. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On first down, Miller. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
What is that? 19.
Check. Yeah. You don't want none. Out.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
What's that? 19.
44. Watch the curl.
On 3rd down, Foreman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Watson now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there. A pickup of 25. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll run on first down. Miller. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
He's going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Second and 15. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Check 41.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Come on. Let's go.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Bang, 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 bang. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Motion, 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 motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on it.
Now it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because
Lamar Miller. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 81 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last.
machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down and the Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
44. Check. Defense wins championships, baby. 44. Mike, 44.
Watson. Benjamin with it over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
19.
To throw is Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Both balls to Mike. Mike's both balls. Too little. Echo. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. 49. 44.
To the air yet again, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Miller, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Check. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now Foles. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Here's Foles. Aguilar has him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
A gain of 21 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence you're. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Foles. Looking sideline, incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. Foles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Strong right, strong right. You can't block me. You can't block me.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught inside the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He'll look to throw. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. And he'll take this into the end end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
44, Mike, 44. Yeah, it's all shot. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Right here.
From the 50, it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. The 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. But Nardrick McKinney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
44 is the Mike. Check. Watch the pass.
On 1st down, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach.